Stop number 7 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Martinsville Speedway. Yeah, the old Martinsville for the running of the Goody's Fast Premier League 500. Get ready for some great racing. 50 laps of action here today. On the pole, it's Cole Daly, car number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. And all Hendrick front row, as he'll be on alongside the 5 of Chris Washer. Row number 2 has Adrian Becker and Cody Lamas. Then it's Charlie Rodriguez and Daniel Day in row number 3. Row number 4 has Mike Becker alongside Michael Norman. And then row number 5, Johnny Gardner in 98 and the 94 at Jessica Shelton, the winner at the Season 9 fall event at Martinsville. Row number 6 has Tyler Badson in the 88, and alongside of him is Dalton Day in car 17. Here comes the command to fire him up here at Martinsville.
Drivers, start your engines.
Man, give it the party engines as we're about to get set for 50 laps of action here on the shortest and the slowest of the tracks on the circuit. As well, at Martinsville here, and in quite a contrast to the next race on the tour, which will be at the longest and fastest track, Talladega, for the Aaron's 499. So getting set for green flag racing here at Martinsville. Start finish line, green flag waves, and we are underway here at Martinsville. This track has been known for some wire-to-wire jobs, as Cole Daly has the lead. He'll pull ahead of Adrian Becker in car 30. She takes the second spot away from Chris Washer. You can see how crazy they can get on this racetrack here, too, at Martinsville. Mike Becker moving up into the top 5 now in 5th position as he gets by Johnny Gardner in 98. But right now, chasing Cole Daly, car number 24, is Adrian Becker right there behind in number 30. She's in 2nd position. 3rd, Charlie Rodriguez, a Daytona 500 winner in car number 10. Hoping for another good run. Chris Washer has had some series of good runs himself in the number 5 car. He won at Atlanta this season. Mike Becker in 5th position, a good short track runner himself. Johnny Gardner in 6th position in the number 98 RCA Ford. He's in 6th place. Daniel Day in 7th place. 8th is Cody Lamas. 9th, Dion Scott. 10th, Michael Norman, as Joshua Osborne now gets by Tyler Batson for 11th. Osborne, the Season 9 winner of this event. Tyler Batson in 12th position. 13th, Dalton Day. Jessica Shelton, she's dropping back some spots here. She's back in 17th now as Chris Dalton gets past. Kyle Matthews is now in 15th. Make that 14th. Dalton's 15th, and Shelton's back in 16th. Ian Dunn in 17th position. 18th is Calvin Cavanero as he gets by one of the veterans, Sean Galligan, in 44. He runs in 19th position at the moment. And Poteet off the wall coming out of turn number 4, bounced off the wall in 31. There is Poteet in 31. Up the track, and there is followed by Andres Allen in number 4. The Batson's way back there, who was at one time pretty good at this track, it seemed like. Ann Batson, a former winner here. She's way back in the pack. And Keith Batson, the championship leader, is back in the pack as well at Martinsville. He's in 30th at the moment. Maybe a little further back as Cassandra Renzi goes by. She's looking for 3 in a row. But she's got some work to do to try to get her way in the first place right now. Renzi, there she is in the 9 car. She's clocked this time by in the 30th position as she gets by the 81 of Rohit Baderview. And trailing along in last right now is Jeff James in 23. Some big names in the back there. Stephanie Naylor, Seth Cole in the 40. But right now it's still Cole Dally out in front, car 24. One career win so far that came at Twin Ring Motegi in Japan. Now he hopes to get his second career Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. That Jeff Gordon card served him very, very well in his Castrol GTX Cup Series career so far. He's been a veteran in many other series and has won in some of them too. And he couldn't find a better ride though than with Hendrick Motorsports. He's got Bahari Racer right behind with Adrian Becker in the gum out colors. She had Pennzoil as a sponsor last few seasons, but now with the gum out colors, and she's looking pretty good so far in second place. She almost won a season 6 event. Only her car had suffered some kind of a glitch and would not start during the yellow flag with 3 laps remaining in the event, and therefore cost Adrian the victory and gave it the tie sheets in one of the craziest finishes ever in this series. There's Charlie Rodriguez at number 10. He runs in the 3rd position at the moment. Chris Washer in 4th. There's Mike Becker in the 43. He runs in 5th position. There's Johnny Gardner. Not a bad season for him so far in the 98 car. A little bit better than what he had last season. Gardner, the season 8 champion of the series. He's locked in the All-Star race, by the way, by being champion anyway. But he'd like to be locked in as a race winner sometime here. Chris Washer, he's now back in the All-Star race himself by virtue of his win in Atlanta. In fact, the ones who's won the season that's in the All-Star race right now at the moment are Charlie Rodriguez. There he is. He's one of them. He's won the Daytona 500. Jessica Shelton's back in the 94 car. After her Rockingham win, Ann Batson, she's already locked in by being a former All-Star winner, along with Chris Washer. And also Cassandra Renzi, after having 2 wins at Texas and Bristol. And the Texas winner, yeah. So, well, that brings us right here at Martinsville. And Cole Dally would like to add his name to the list. In fact, Dally's already in the All-Star race by virtue of his win in Japan, by the way. So he's already in the All-Star event in 24. See where everybody's at right at the moment. Top 10's, top few cars still pretty much status quo at the moment. Jessica Shelton getting back past Chris Thornton for 15th spot. You're riding with Jessica Shelton in car number 94. Kyle Matthews just up ahead of Shelton, by the way, in the 75. He runs in 14th position. Dalton's 16th right now. 17th, Ian Dutta. There's Cavanero in 18th. 19th, Sean Galligan. 20th, Charles Jackson. Dustin Sloniker right now in 21st position. 22nd, TJ Lick in 25. Jeremy Doobie in 23rd. He had a horrific crash at Texas. And there's 4-car of Andrea Salen, he's in 24th. 25th, Joshua Collard. Dylan Poteet in 25th position, I believe it looks like. Nobody's 26th. Collard's 25th. Anyway, Zed Weinstein 27th. 28th, Cassandra Renzi. Keith Batson 29th. PJ Williams in 30th. 31st is Levi McIntyre. Pichu London 32nd. Is in 38th position. He's looks like an unscheduled stop that's been made on his part. There's 32nd. That's Rohit Baderby. 33rd, Ann Batson. 34th is Stephanie Naylor. 35th, Jeff James. 36th, Seth Cole. And 37th is Tim Fiegel, with last place being the Last place being the 22 of Pichu London. Just past halfway at the moment, and the race is still belonging to Cole Daly in car 24. He started from the pole, has led every lap so far. Let's ride along with Cole Daly for a full lap. There you see the tachometer on this car right there. Look how low it goes to about 5,000 on the. Here you see accelerators on the straightaway. 8,000 up to 9,000 RPMs. That dips the RPMs down to about 4,800, and up to about 9,100 in turn number 3, as he enters turn 3. Excuse me. But these engines, they rev so high here at Martinsville, as if they kind of have some kind of a, I don't know what kind of gearing you do put on these cars to have them high revving motor like that going into the turns, and they dip so low in the let's remember this track here, 0.526 miles in length. They have 2 long straightaways and 2 very tight turns. This widest track in some ways is kind of thought of as a paperclip track. In fact, some even call it the paperclip here at Martinsville Speedway. But right now, Cole Daly, it's been all him so far with 18 laps to go, coming to 18 laps to go. Adrian Beckerson second, third, Charlie Rodriguez. There you saw the whole field right there. Whole field pretty much single file here at Martinsville. Johnny Gardner, you see him in the 98 car. He runs in 6th position at the moment. Daniel Day in 7th position. New sponsorship for season 11 with Team Realtree for Dave Marcus Racing. Cody Lamas in number 15. The Hayes Ford Thunderbird. Dion Scott in 42. The Bellside Mobility Chevrolet. First season with that sponsor. That car a season ago was a Pontiac with Preston Bell driving with Coors Light as the sponsor of that machine. So far it's been pretty. So far it's been a try season so far for the 42 Felix Sabatas team. There's Michael Norman. Good season so far at Martinsville. Good race so far, I should say. In 10th position, right behind him, Joshua Osborne in 35 car runs in 11th. Former winner here back in season 9, and that started his 3-in-a-row streak. Martinsville, Talladega, and California. But that's a new team that Osborne's driving for, by the way, and so far it's been producing some good results. So far, he's currently 13th in standings coming in. And has been close to a win a few times, though. He got close, I think, at Atlanta, led for much of the race there, but then dropped back at the very end. He also led for quite a bit at Las Vegas as well. But right now, Cole Daly has been showing the way here. Last lap at almost 97 miles per hour. So his lap is this time by compared to Adrian Becker's. Daly at 96.979, Becker at 96.637. She's got Charlie Rodriguez about to get up on her back bumper. As we have 10 laps to go here at Martinsville. Chris Washer in 4th position right now. Good run for him. Here today, that 5 car's been treating him a little bit better this season than it was last season. Mike Becker in 5th place at the moment, in number 43. Good short track racer himself. Has won some short tracks as well. Johnny Gardner in 6th. We said Daniel Day 7th. Cody Lamas 8th. 9th is 9th position right now belongs to Dion Scott in the 2 Michael Norman in 10th position. Osborne in 11th. 12th Tyler Batson. 13th Dalton Day. 14th Kyle Matthews in 15th belongs to Jessica Shelton at the moment. Then Chris Thornton in 16th. 17th Ian Dutta. Alan Cavanero 18th. 19th is John Galligan, and 20th still is Charles Jackson. So these cars have been status quo for about pretty much the whole race here. In other words, it's been the same. So now we follow Cole Daly the whole rest of the way right now. He has now got 5 laps to go here at Martinsville. Sorry it's been just such a boring race, but I think I like this way at Martinsville better than I do when we tried the new track, when it was pretty much nothing but crashes and caution flags and everything else. It was horrible last season at Martinsville when they tried the newer track, but the racers they said pave it back to the old, and guess what? It's back to the old, and it's back to some single file racing. But Daly pretty much running away with the show as he's got 3 laps to go this time by. In car number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, with associate sponsors from Pepsi and Quaker State and Slick 50 and, well, pretty much you name it, it's on the car. So, but Daly won in season number 10 at Twin Ring Motegi, Japan, in a not quite as big a margin of victory of a finish though, but still had a tough win over Motegi. And now he's a lap and a half away from a win here at Martinsville, possibly if everything holds on. Out of corner number 4 he goes. Cole Daly sees the white flag, 1 lap remaining at Martinsville. About to go wire to wire. From the pole to the podium. He started from the pole for the event, took the jump at the green flag, and has never looked back since. He's probably got one up on the arm of the roll bar, the radio on, watching the scenery go by. He's about to see the checker flag go by right now. Cole Daly wins at Martinsville as he takes home the title of the Goody's Fast Pay Relief 500. Average speed 96.995 miles per hour. Cole Daly gets the win. Adrian Becker comes home second. There's the top 20 in this event. So, here's your rest of the finishers here. Some big names way back in the back. And championship leader Keith Batson finishing back in 29th position. So, only car lap down, Pichu London, car 22, and finishes last in the field. But Cole Daly pulls it off, car number 24. The Jeff Gordon colors goes to victory lane at Martinsville. And so we go from boring at Martinsville to the exciting at Talladega, the next race on the tour. And here's your points right now. Keith Batson remains the leader over Charlie Rodriguez by 26 points. Cole Daly, 27 back in 3rd. Cassandra Renzi, 36 back in 4th. And 66 back in 5th is Chris Washer. 7th in points right now belonging to, or 6th in points right now belonging to Pichu London. Dylan Poteet, 7th. Johnny Gardner, 8th. Jessica Shelton, 9th. And Ann Batson right now in 10th place in the points, with Tyler Batson down in 20th. And the top 20 in points are 162 points separating right now, so very, very close. And there's the rest of your order in the points right now. Some notable names down there. Adrian Becker in 21st, Sean Galligan in 22nd, Zed Weinstein 24th, Chris Thornton 25th. He's moving up just a little bit. In the points, Charles Jackson 26th, Seth Cole 27th, Joshua Collar 28th, Kyle Matthews 29th, and Stephanie Naylor right now in the basement in last place in the points. So next race on the tour, Talladega Super Speedway, the Aaron's 499. Don't miss it.